Poverty and privation is spiraling out of control in Canada, with a recent study showing that almost 1 million Canadians now use food banks. Yet the Harper government is calling for more privatization and deregulation, not less, stating this week that private corporations are to take over from government in the funding and deliverance of many social services. Critics say that the kind of public-private partnerships being championed by the Harper government usually benefit private corporations more than the public. Such critics wonder why a country with as much resource wealth as Canada would have to go cap in hand to corporations to ask them to fund social programs when nationalizing Canada's resources would provide the public with limitless funds. The Harper government contends that privatization benefits the 99% as well as the 1%. However, critics argue that experiments with mass privatization in other jurisdictions have shown that the interests of shareholders nearly always supersede the interests of the people.
If you tax the corporations heavier and you tax the rich heavier, that extra money, which would be into the billions, could be used to fund public health care, schools, libraries, and all kinds of things.
So it's going to be capitalist, eh? Well, I say to the government, screw you. Why would you put Canadian services in the hands of a private owner? That's the fees are going to be higher. It's going to be a business now. No, I say no. Absolutely not, and I bet you every Canadian in Canada will stand with me on that. You keep our services the way they are, and keep the private hands out of it, private ownership of our services? No, absolutely not.
Critics argue that many social services are too important to be left to the private sector. Many Canadians look to the US, where privatization has led to widespread misery in many instances, and conclude that Canada would be wise to pursue more socialistic and statist social policies rather than relying on the rich and powerful to adequately address the many grave social problems afflicting Canadian society. Joshua Blakeney, Press TV, Calgary.